Welcome to Andy Chats and Tarot. Okay, here we go. Let's get into today's message for the collective. Thank you to all who have supported this channel with your likes, shares, subscribes, your donations. I really appreciate it. Your comments. I hope you find the channel helpful. Tarot to me is an avenue to hear messages from a higher source that can help you help yourself, or hear messages that just help you help yourself. So I hope that you're finding tarot is healing and helpful. Thank you again for your support here. Remember, not everything's going to resonate. Take what does, take what's for you, leave the rest. Something may be for you weeks down the road that you'll remember, and other things are maybe just for other people. So leave them for others. Here we have the Devil starting us out. Could be dealing with a Capricorn. That's their card. Something toxic. Obsession. Five of Swords. Somebody's really intent on competing with you. They want to be the last person standing. You're always the last person standing. Yeah, it's like Seven of Swords on the side. It's like they always invite you to do something to then beat you. Their intent is to beat you. And when they don't, then they're sour grapes about it or something like that. And you're thinking to yourself, why are you inviting me? You know, why are you inviting in this? It's some sort of cyclical routine that just keeps happening. Now you've got the Seven of Swords out here. It's on its side. So I think you're aware of this cyclical illusion that's going on, but they're not. It's something like that. Like they can't quite put this together. There's something like they invite you and then they insult you. So why invite you in the first place? I say this a lot on my channel. So let me know if it's not resonating, or rather if it resonates, or you feel like, yeah, I just can't quite grasp that concept. Let me know, because a lot of what I talk about is stuff that I've heard from what I consider to be the divine for me, and also just exercises I've come up for myself to help myself. I've come up with to help myself. So this is one of them, where I analyze situations in my life and I wonder about patterns and people's reactions, and also it took me a long time to realize a lot of the things that I was taking on as I have a part in this. And you may, don't discount the fact that you need to also see what part you play in a situation, but there's sometimes a fine line there between this situation doesn't have anything to do with me, and it's more about that person having to deal with their own issues, okay? And I feel like that's the situation we're in now. This person has some issues with beating you or outdoing you or something, but it has to do with them. It's issues that they have, and you being in this cyclical situation with them where they invite you then insult you, they invite you then it's competitive, then they insult you, it's just silly, and it's a waste of everybody's time. But my point is that see situations where you play a part, of course, but in this situation I feel like it's more see that this is their own angst against themselves. This is their own issue that they keep playing with themselves, okay? Strength, Six of Swords, Two of Cups. Yeah, you need people in your corner. You need solid relationships here for you that are good for you. Not this. Not this. Turn down some of these invites that always go the same way. The energy is always the same. The result is always the same. It's not going to change. You always think it's going to change. It may change. I mean, I believe in change, but in this instance, I'm not seeing it change anytime soon. Okay, so you have the strength and the know-how to get yourself out of something like this, or to not appeal to this or appease this. And it's just choppy water. It gets everybody nowhere. You need healthy exchanges is the message I'm getting here. Think more healthy exchanges. 5 of Cups. And don't feel like there are no healthy exchanges because you've had so many of these types of exchanges, competitive and insulting. They're out there, yeah. You've had some lack in the area of looking for true friends or having friendships not work out for you. And it's really just a lot of it's based on jealousy. But again, not your problem to have to deal with. But you do need some sincere, soulful relationships. And I feel like Spirit's, the energy is talking about that now. And where to find these? Let's see. What's the advice here? Ace of Cups, 4 of Pentacles in the reverse. There are new people coming in that you're going to love, that are going to be this soulmate energy that I am mentioning. So it's like a heads up to release this bad juju vibe you have with some connections. And I don't think that's on your part, but the patterns. Release the patterns here, because better's coming in for you, or more suited for you. A more suited soulmate energy is coming in. And I feel like multiple people, like finding your tribe here. But it starts with one, and then it's their tribe, and builds from there. 8 of Cups. But it's a walking away from this pattern for sure. Walk away from this pattern and embrace and release anything that emotionally ties you here, because you're seeing the forest for the trees. You see that it's the same situation every time. So release that, knowing that a more suited match or matches are on the horizon. Yeah, and another something that I'm hearing that bothers these people is your undeniable strength. There's something about that where they think, and it may even be, I'm hearing subconscious with them, but they feel like if they bring you into their environment and then, I don't know, they just don't get what they want out of you in a competitive way. And so then they start insulting you. But it's something to also bring your strength down, or something to kind of, they think that they can kind of chisel away at your strength. But what you realize is it's just a waste of time. And what they realize, maybe not, I don't know, is that they're not chiseling away anything. They're just showing their true colors. The Hangman, the King of Swords is out here. Yeah. All things that you've thought about, you've taken a break from, you've really analyzed. Do I want to still be involved in this? Yeah, no, you don't. You want new beginnings here, new friendships, new social connections, and for sure with a component that's more of a soulmate energy. And you're strategizing. You thought you could kind of strategize your way to keep these previous relationships into kind of a neutral ground, but you're just saying, why? Why spend the effort here? This always turns out the same way. So you want some victories here with a different type of person that's more in your corner, and it's an easier flow. It's not competitive. Okay, it's not. It's like they're kind of obsessed with you, but then they get around you. They're obsessed with being around you and doing things with you, and then when they get around you, they just talk smack and try to bring you down, or it's jokey haha, but it is insulting. Some of the things is what I'm getting. So I'm just getting waste of your time. There's better matches for you out there, and just kind of release this energy, knowing that it really has something to do with just how they feel about themselves. There's something about you that it's confusing to them. I'll say that. And it's more than one person. It has something to do with your strength and how they just can't dig a hole in it. You're very self-confident. They can't find fault. And then they look a certain way trying to find the fault, and then they're confused by that and upset. So I hope this is resonating with I think quite a few of you out there, actually. In the middle of the bridge, this talks about compromise, but I don't see anything in the cards that say compromise here. I feel like this is more of a finding your tribe, somewhere where you're going to find peace, where you come together, where you don't have this antagonistic energy around you. Definitely these folks are confused. The ones that keep inviting you and then it doesn't go well and then they are insulting and you're like, why did you invite me if you're going to insult me? When the grit becomes the pearl. Yeah, there's a lot of grit here, or they want to find your grit, and you've already done the work. You've already been gritty and you've already done the work, and now you're a polished pearl. And they're either trying to find their way to how they become polished, or they want you to come back in the grit, or they want to, this is big too, they want to say, you're not polished, you're gritty. Just, like I said, release this because it's not worth your time, and you're not gritty. You've done the work, and they can make excuses all day long. In fact, I think whatever interaction you have with them, they often are making excuses for themselves. You see it for what it is here. Keep the high road. You're polished. You've done the work. You don't need to apologize to anybody. But yeah, things are certainly kind of discombobulated in their world. It's like they reach out for help too, I'm getting, and then they bite the hand that feeds them. So Spirit is just saying, yeah, there are things that they need to work through and that you don't need to be a part of. And it is kind of an energy of it's wasted energy for you to be around this. So release it. If they come back and they come back different, that's something else. But that's not going to happen overnight. Let's grab one more oracle here. Quick but potent message, I hear this today. Quick but potent. Oh, yes, 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 yes. When a witch must drink their brew. This is all about being comfortable in your own skin, and you are that. And that's something else that triggers them. There are a lot of triggers they have here with you. Let them figure that out. That's not for you to help them with or figure it out with them. Let them do the work that you've done to become polished or more polished, less gritty like the pearl. We all have to take that path alone and work on self. And that's where they are too. So I hope you have found this message helpful. That's your message today. Let's grab a charm here while we're at it. I lost one there. Oh, but I see it. And it's the key. Love. Oh, okay. Here's what I'm hearing. The key is, see how it has a heart there? The key is love here. So if you're saying, I'm kind of confused because some of these relationships, they're insulting, but that's kind of how we grew up, or that's kind of how we've defined our relationship. And then there's fun times. Spirit's saying the key is do you feel like there's genuine love there, or is there gameplay? Okay. And that's how you know whether you stick it out or not. The wheel here, the captain's wheel, you are in control of your destiny, of your relationships, of your future. Relationships change all the time, I've known them for forever. I can't just let them go. We're not being asked to let them go. It's like a releasing of the energy. But if they work on self, and you feel like they come back in a way that's healthy for you, maybe it works out. But it takes a while, the work that I see that needs to take place here with quite a few people. So it's not you making excuses for them either. I feel like I'm very confident in saying they are people who make a lot of excuses for themselves. And there are multiple people here. So don't help them in the excuse department, because there is work that needs to be done, and you've done it. You know how hard this work is. So keep moving in that vein of yeah, good things are coming because I've done a lot of good work. And so there are certain things that I've learned because of this work that I'm not going to put myself in certain situations or put up with certain behavior. So that's your message. I hope you found it helpful and healthy, and that's your message today. Until next time, let's remember who we are and let's remember our self-worth. Please do like, share, subscribe, and comment if you've liked this message. And again, thank you for joining me.